it's Isabella and welcome to our second ballet class. This week we will be learning the beautiful story of Swan Lake. Last week we learned our pliés and our ballet positions, and this week we will be learning tendus and relevés. Let's begin class. We're going to start by tiptoeing into class with our hands on our hips and sitting down and putting our legs in front of us with our feet pointed. Now we're going to do our first exercise. We're going to point and flex those feet and point, keeping those knees as straight as we can, and flex and point and flex and point and flex. Now we're going to do our butterfly and extend all the way over with our back, pretending you're a turtle and making your shell. Curve your head under and roll all the way back up through your spine. We can do this 2 times. All the way over with the flattest back that you can, curling your head under, making your shell, and rolling all the way back up, just like that. Good job! Now we are going to do our second position stretch. We're going to go all the way open into a second split with our feet pointed, and we are going to point our feet and flex our feet, just like we did with our legs to the front. Point and flex, and point and flex, and point and flex, and point and flex. Remember to keep those knees as straight as you can. Now we're going to point those toes and paint the rainbow all the way over our head, creating a beautiful ballet arm, and stretching all the way over, thinking about reaching past those beautiful toes instead of to your knee. And stretch and stretch and stretch as hard as you can, and bring it all the way back up and open that arm. Let's repeat it to the other side. And open, over the head, the beautiful arm, and stretch all the way over those toes. Stretch, stretch, stretch. There you go. Good job. Now it's time for pliés. We're going to stand up as tall as we can with our arms in preparatory or 6th position. There are multiple names for this position. And we did this last class as well. Ready? And plie, bend your knees 2, straighten 3, and 4. Plie, and 2, and 3, and 4. Do you remember what first position was? And pop those toes apart, just like that. Perfect! Now we're going to put our arms in first position. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, and 3. Stretch those knees as hard as you can. 4. And now, second position. Tendu that foot. 7, and 8. And 1, and 2. Stretch 3, and 4. And 1, and 2. Stretch 3, and close 4. Beautiful! Now we're going to learn our new step, tendu. Tendu means to stretch and roll through your foot as you tendu. You're going to straighten that leg out in front of you, roll through that foot, point as hard as you can, roll back through that foot, and bring it back in. Perfect. Now we're going to do our combination. Ready? And tendu. And flex that foot as hard as you can. And point. Plie. And stretch. Tendu. arms in sixth. Tendu. Flex. Tendu. Plie. Tendu. Flex. Point. Plie. And stretch. Now we're going to do first position. Pop those toes apart. Ready? 7, 8. Tendu. Roll through that foot. Flex. And point. Plie. And stretch. Other side. Tendu. And flex. Point. Plie. Time for our arms in first position. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendu. Flex. Point. Plie. We lost our music, but we'll do the other side. Tendu. Flex. Point. Plie. Good job. Now we are going to learn our releve. Releve is what we did at the beginning of class on our tippy toes. This is called a releve. We're going to do plie releves. Ready? Plie. And straighten those knees. Releve. And down. Plie. And straighten. Releve. And down. First position. 5, 6, 7, 8. Plie. And straighten. Releve. And down. Plie. And straighten. Releve. And down. Good job. Now it's time for one of my favorite parts of class, which is when we get out our stuffed animals and do our jeté jumps over them. Today I am using Mrs. Elephant, Miss Bunny. I'm gonna have to lay Miss Bunny down. She's a little too floppy. And Mrs. Unicorn. Do you remember what we did last class? Jeté. 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 And releve on your tip toes. Back around. Jeté. 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 Tiptoes. Back around. Plie in sixth and straight. Now it's time to march. Get out your sticks and let's get started. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, dancers, now it's time for the story ballet portion of this class. Feel free to get up and dance with the dancers or sit down and watch them perform. In a far-off kingdom, there lived a young girl named Odette. In the same kingdom lived an evil sorcerer, von Rothbart, who did not like the royal family because he wanted to be the king. He worked very hard and figured out a spell that would turn Odette into a swan, banishing her to a lake on the edge of the kingdom. Prince Siegfried was soon to be crowned king, which meant that he needed to be married. It was his 21st birthday, and his friends and family had planned a celebration. He was presented with a beautiful golden crossbow. Later that evening, Prince Siegfried went off into the woods to go hunting with his new crossbow. He came across a mysterious lake. All of a sudden, he saw something. A swan. He noticed the swan wore a crown. He asked her for her name. She said, "I am the Queen of the Swans." "There is one who turned me into a swan. But wait, if one with love asks for marriage and promises me I will be a swan no more." Prince Siegfried then pledged his love for Odette. Prince Siegfried returned to the castle to find his mother. The queen prepared a great ball for her son, so he could choose a bride. He did not care for any of the girls at the ball, and he knew that he would marry Odette. All of a sudden, the trumpet sounded and the guests appeared. It was Odette, but something seemed off. Prince Siegfried didn't care. He was just happy Odette was there. Prince Siegfried told his mother he was in love, and he wanted to marry her. He begged his mother. The queen asked if they were truly in love. They both said yes. Prince Siegfried swore his love, but then, at the window, was the real Odette, crying her heart out. Her heart was broken. Prince Siegfried ran to the lake looking for Odette, but it was too late. He broke his promise. Von Rothbart had taken Odette away. He turned Odette back into a swan forever. The end. And now it is time for reverence. Step, curtsy, step, curtsy. Great class! Thank you for coming.